What is up, gang? I have no idea if you guys just heard that, but my whole entire body just popped. Um, Welcome to the next episode of Haley Talks Too Much. I'm Haley and I'm about to talk too much. I literally have a list of things written down to talk about because it is the new year, and yes, I do have henna on my face, so try to ignore that if you can. As you guys can tell, I'm in a different spot. I'm actually at my parents' house in my room, in their basement, where I will be living for the foreseeable future. Because, well, you guys know how that goes. Sorry, I just moved the tripod. Trying to get comfy. So, happy New Year's. I think this is coming out the day of New Year's, like in the morning. So, happy last day of 2025. What a year it has been. Um, yeah, so intro, let's do it. My name is Haley. If you guys don't already know me, I'm a 21-year-old woman, single, and thriving. I'm in my prime, okay? Um, for New Year's this year, obviously everybody knows. If you don't know, you're, I don't know, under a rock. Stranger Things. So what the plan is that I'm going over to Drew's tomorrow night to watch Stranger Things. Um, and it's the finale, so we're gonna be watching it. And I have literally been watching the show for like 10 years, like since it started. Like, I remember being in middle school watching this stuff, and I tried to watch it for the first time, and I hated it. And then, like, a year later, I watched it for the second time, and I was like, okay, I can actually get into this. And when the fourth season came out, it was the summer after I graduated high school, and a bunch of my friends like stayed up and watched the whole thing. And then me and Drew have been watching like on FaceTime the whole thing. So yeah, it's been really fun, and I'm very excited for the new season to come out. So that is what I will be doing on New Year's. I will not be going out. Um, don't get me wrong, I love to go out, but on New Year's, I feel like everybody's just like annoying and drunk, and like there's way too many people, and I'm gonna get to see a bunch of people kissing themselves on the mouth when the ball drops, and I'm just not trying to put myself through that. All right. So what are my achievements this year? So I had a few. I learned a lot about myself. I graduated college. I paid off some pretty good, like a good amount of my car. I got promoted at work. I moved. I got a good GPA. I kept my cats alive. I got new ink. My TikTok and YouTube grew a pretty large amount. Kind of same with my Instagram as well. My hair growth is insane. What else? I really just learned to love myself more this year. Some of my challenges this year. I had a relationship over the summer. Honestly, that wasn't really a challenge. It taught me a lot, and I still talk to him sometimes. He's like literally the sweetest guy in the world. But that was definitely a challenge to like try to get that, taken care of. You guys know how breakups go. Um, Another challenge is like obviously right out of college, I was expecting to be in Washington, but plans did not go as the plans go. You guys know that like one of my favorite phrases is like make plans and God laughs, and God did indeed laugh at this one. So I am in my parents' house, which obviously I'm grateful for, but was not what I wanted. Um, what other things? What other challenges? There wasn't really a lot. Maybe like one of my classes this last semester, like, group work in college was a big challenge. I had some challenging friendships this year. Um, but yeah. Um, so I have never, ever, ever in my life had someone romantically to kiss on New Year's. Um, just has never happened. I remember being like really little and like kissing like the neighborhood friends or like my friends in the friend group's kids, like we were babies. And then like kissing when I got into like high school. I think I kissed my best friend. She was a girl. Shout out Riley. And then when I got to college, I kissed my friend group, like my friends in college. Um, but no, never had a boyfriend during New Year's, or at least that I could see then and there. Although I have broken up with two boyfriends on New Year's Eve because I did not want to go into the new year with them. Do you guys think that that's toxic? I don't think it's toxic. Well, I mean, okay, so I don't know. I just like when like you like realize you don't want to be with someone, but, like you don't know how to end it. I just like kind of like called both of them New Year's Eve and was like, "Hey, like I'm not really feeling it anymore. Like I don't want to go in the new year. I think we both need to go in the new year with like a fresh start. Like so sorry, boo, but this is not gonna work out." And that's just kind of how it went both years that I did that. I did not feel bad. I felt great. Every time that I'm in a relationship and I don't want to be in that relationship and I'm single, I always feel so good that like when I end it. But like if somebody else breaks up with me, I'm like a mess for the first like 2 weeks. And after that, there's no stopping me. So I'm gonna reach for some water really quick. Um yeah, it's another New Year's Eve that I am a single lady and don't have anybody romantically to kiss. And like I don't really see the point of like going out to the bars and just like kissing some random person. Like if that's your deal, go you, but like your first kiss of 2026 is some rando. Hey, if they're hot, props to you, but I just can't. Um so let's talk about adulting. Adulting is something that I have had to endure recently. Obviously, like after I graduated college, I was like, "Okay, Haley, now's the time to start adulting." I mean, I've been adulting, like living by myself, and obviously I've had like a full-time job basically since I was 15. But there's something about job searching right out of college that actually makes me want to crawl into a hole and never be seen again. I have applied for probably like 30 different positions. I've gotten like 3 interviews, but every interview I've been like, I don't want to work for this company. Um, so I started at my new roadhouse down here where my parents live yesterday. Was my first day there, and it was honestly a good day. There were good people, everybody was nice. I do miss my Greeley people. They do like stuff a little different down here, but I will get used to it. I am somebody that adapts very well, so I will have no problem with that. Um, but yeah, everybody was pretty nice. My trainers were nice. A few nice people to look at, you know. But nothing too special. I'm waiting to get my schedule soon, so that'll be nice to have and like have a steady income. But when it comes to like job searching with my degree and like looking for a salary job, I am not gonna jump into something that I don't want to do. Um, like I'm actually going to take my time and like find something that I actually want to be in my career, on my resume, in my portfolio. Like I'm not just going to freak around and accept and take a job that I'm going to hate and then want to leave in like less than a year, because that is like the most detrimental thing I can do for my career. So I'm going to wait and see until something like I actually want to do. Like I'm really interested in sports promotion. I think that that's really cool. Um, I think social media advertising, service marketing, yeah, stuff like that. Um, I have to make my own appointment at the dentist, which I still have not done. So sorry, mom. I literally know I have a cavity. Okay, guys, story time. My dentist in Lone Tree, um, which is where I've been going for however long. It's called Lone Tree Dental. No hate to them. They just like I just did not have a good experience, but my parents and my brother love them. Well, as much as you can love a dentist. So I have this back tooth right here, and I got a cavity. And I brush my teeth 3 times a day. I don't really eat a lot of sweets. Like, I am not somebody. Okay, I do eat sweets, but like I'm more of a salty food. Anyway, not the point. I like I'm not cavity prone. Like, but I am. Like my teeth, like, and then my dentist is like, some people just have teeth that like to get cavities. It's like, of course I do. Of course I do. Um, so I got that cavity filled. And one thing about me when I get a cavity filled, the numbing the first time never ever ever works for me. I always have to do it twice. And they know that. And I've told them that every time I've gotten a cavity filled. So I got my cavity filled, this one once, and then I could literally taste it like fall out. Like, you know how some cavities can like fall out or like leak out. It's disgusting. The taste is disgusting. So I go back in, I'm like, hey, like I think my cavity like fell out or whatever. And of course he only numbs it once, and then I have to tell him like, yes, that hurt, like numb me again. It's like low key traumatizing because I've had a crown put in, I've had an implant reject, I've had my teeth shaven down, I've had stitches in my mouth. Like I have a lot of oral trauma, question mark, pause. But I like it's just so traumatizing to sit there and know you're about to be in pain because they're only gonna numb you once and then you have to tell them twice. Um, and so they filled it a second time, and then like a week later I literally tasted it come out. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna leave it. Whatever. And then the next time I get my cleaning, they're like, "Oh, you have a cavity back there." I was like, "Oh, really? You mean the one that you guys have filled like 2 times?" And she was like, "Oh, really?" Like she's God bless her soul. The dental assistant, she is the sweetest girl there. Like I love her to death. She remembers like everything about me, and I only see her twice a year, so she is so cutie patootie. But I was like, and like, are we gonna do this today? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, okay, like, can I talk to the dentist before he comes out? And he's like, hey, like, are you ready to get this cavity filled? And I was like, yes, can we please do like double the numbing because it never works the first time? And he's like, no, we're gonna do like the normal thing, and then if you need more, we'll numb you more. And I got up and I fucking left. I was not gonna take that. What do you mean you filled the same cavity 3 times? You filled probably more than 5 of my cavities, and you know that like the numbing never works the first time, and you can't numb me twice at the beginning? Like, I don't know, I just did not feel listened to or like respected. So I left, and I haven't been back since. My parents and my brother still go there, but I do not because I just did not really feel listened to. Anyway, so I'm trying to find a new dentist. My mom gave me one that she or like her friends that her friends recommended on Facebook. But I'm too scared to make the appointment because like I know I have a cavity, so I know I'm gonna have to get it filled. But it does hurt. Like that shit is hurting, and I don't want it to turn into a root canal. So once like I get like my work schedule and whatever, like I'm gonna have to freaking. I hate that. I hate that for me. Anyway, um, dating. Single at 21. Let's talk about it. So, I had Hinge and Tinder deleted off my phone since like end of 2024. Like, I'm not really a big fan of dating apps. I don't believe I'll meet my husband or my wife on a dating app. At least I hope I will not do that. Like, I'm a hopeless romantic, y'all. I hate to say it, I really do, but I am a hopeless romantic. And I want to meet the love of my life in person, at a grocery store, coffee shop, game, work, um, literally anywhere but online. Um, and I always envisioned that when I moved to Seattle, I was going to be sitting in a coffee shop and either like the barista or like a customer, and I would just meet, or like church. I mean, not my dad's church, but like a future church I go to, or I don't know, anywhere but a dating app. So I deleted, like, I literally like, I did not pause my account, I deleted them. And this was when I was up in Greeley still. And I moved down here, and obviously, I haven't lived here for like 3.5 years. And there are like different people down here, whatever. So my mom, shout out Jenny, if you're watching, was like, Haley, you should download a dating app. And she's been trying to get my brother and I to do this. I think she just likes to, like, I think she's entertained by us swiping and like, I was like, okay, mom. So I downloaded Hinge, and I was actually running out of likes every day. Which, if you know Hinge, you're like, okay, girl, that's rare, because in Greeley, girl, I was happy if I found one like a day. Like, but everybody's so boring. Like, I was just like scrolling, boring, yawning, boring. Like, and people probably say that about my profile too, but I'm personally very proud of my profile. You know, and so yeah, I had just Hinge for like a few weeks, and then like nothing was really developing. Like, you just match and like nobody says anything, or like the things that they do say are like not entertaining at all. And then I downloaded Tinder like 2 days ago, just because it's just one of my favorite things to just like push buttons and like see who matches with me. But like, I don't take it seriously. Like, okay, there's one guy on there on my Tinder that I like am talking to on Instagram right now, but I'm like, I don't want to meet the love of my life on Tinder. What do you mean? How did you meet mom and dad? Oh, Tinder. What's that? A dating app where you swipe on each other based off of your looks? Oh, hell nah. I personally am such a like personality driven person. Like, if you can make me laugh, usually like you're locked in. And I don't know. I'm just like, college is like the number one place to meet people, and I did that. And everybody I met was like, romantically wise, was like, eh. There's one guy that I talked to for a little bit, and he's on the basketball team at UNC. I think he has a girlfriend now. Like, that was like the one person I met that I was like, oh, I could actually see a future with you. But we weren't on the same page about that. But I mean, we're still friends. But honestly, I don't know. There's so many people out there in the world, and I am in my prime. I'm in my 20s, going out. I'm having fun with my friends. I don't got no man or woman tying me down. Like, I am just in my era, and I'm perfectly okay with that. Am I gonna eat 12 grapes tomorrow under a table, hoping to meet the love of my life? Well, yes. Yes, I am. Because it's lonely out here. But am I also perfectly okay with being single? Also, yes. I really like am loving the relationship I have with me. Like, we're vibing over here. Um but if you do know any tall brunette men that like Loki look like Evan Peters, but like that are also hilarious and nerd out on Star Wars, you send them my way, okay? Cause I don't know. I want a Valentine. Like, girl, boo. I don't. I'll survive, okay? But like, also, I've wanted to be married at like 25, so the clock is ticking. But also, you know what? Make plans, God laughs, okay? Make plans, God laughs. I genuinely do not believe in divorce. That is like the scariest thing to me, is like, marrying someone and then having to divorce them. Like, I know it's like 50% of marriages nowadays, but my parents got married in 2001. Like, they've been married for 25 years next year. 2000 or 2026 is a big year for them. So props to them. But I feel like the person I will marry, I will not have any doubt. I mean, obviously there's doubt, but like I don't like want to even think that divorce is an option with them because it's not an option for me. Um, so I want to, if waiting for the right person is the right thing to do, then we're playing the waiting game, I guess. Um, but yeah, let's do it. Obviously, like Hinge and Tinder, whatever. We'll give it a shot. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? But I'm getting bored of it. Okay, what's our next topic? The channel. You guys. The channel. The Chan Chan. You know, that's what Lucas Cruikshank calls it. I love them, by the way. I don't know if you guys remember Fred from like when we were babies. Hey, it's me, Fred. Um, yeah, him and his brother Jacob make like the best videos on YouTube. Like cinematically beautiful videos, and they are so funny. They pretty much just like review places all around the country, like food, hotels, malls, water parks. Like, if you guys haven't heard of them, or like seeing what Fred slash Jacob and Luke Cruikshank are doing right now, go freaking check them out because I would give anything to watch all of their videos for the first time again. Um, but yeah, I am hoping to grow this channel um by the end of the next year. I don't know. I don't know where we'll be at. I don't really like to set goals like that just because, well, one, you guys know this is mostly for me and my future family to see what I was doing back in the day. Which, hi, future Haley. Um, this is you on the last day of 2025. Crazy that it's almost 2026. Guys, COVID was almost 6 years ago. What do you mean 2020 was 6 years ago? Oh, hell no. That just tripped me out. And 2016 was 10 years ago? Chat, I'm old. I'm actually not old. I'm young. I'm young. Yep, I'm young. Um, but yeah, I am so happy to, for all the people that have decided to join here over here in Haley's World. And I'm so happy that you love that I talk so much because I've said this many, many times before, but the reason that the channel's called Haley Talks Too Much is because that was the number one thing that people like to insult with me with. As you talk too much, you don't need to explain your feelings all the time, or just shut up, or like all those things. Yeah, that was Haley's um, kryptonite growing up, is what her bullies would, not bullies, but like some like really bad friends or like people in my class that like didn't want to hear my opinion, or like when politics are brought up and I get kind of passionate, I get told to talk, but I talk too much. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna take that and turn it around. So yeah. Let's talk about resolutions. So I have three. I try to do three almost every year. Um, my three last year were like, I think, to get more ink, graduate college, and like watch more movies. I don't know. I was not serious. I was in college, but now, I mean, it's kind of like scary because I'm out of college and I have actual responsibilities. So my resolution, um, one of my resolutions this year is to cut out toxic people in my life. Now, I have already done a lot of this, but there were some people in my life this year that are definitely toxic that I did not cut out. Oops. It's because I want to fix them. I'm just a girl. I want to fix them. It's because, okay, so if like I have a friend and they are talking bad about all of their other friends, I know that they're talking about me too. And they just like to talk about their friends. But like I ignore it. I need to stop doing that. Like, girl, if the only thing that you can talk to me about is how bad your other friends are, what are you telling your other friends about me? Like, maybe by some magical moment, I'm not like I'm the one friend you're not talking bad about, but like, let's be honest, it's probably about it. So, for you guys at home, if your friend and the only thing that your friend can do is talk badly about their other friends, like, ooh, you know what I hate? I hate when one of my girlfriends comes to me and they're talking about one of their friends and they're like, I hate so and so, like they're so annoying, like I'm completely done with them. And then the next day I see them like posting and hanging out with them. I'm like, was I lied to? Or are you being like weird? I don't know. But if I don't like someone, it's known and I don't hang out with them. Anyway, moving past that, toxic people, cut them out of my life. That goes for men, coworkers, women. I've already cut out most of my toxic family. Um, people like guys on my phone, people I follow, celebrities I follow, influencers I watch. Like if I get like that they're toxic, I'm not just watching them for entertainment like the Kardashians because that's different. Then they're out of my life. I'm really trying to just like focus on positivity this year, which I feel like is a cornball thing to say, but it is so true. Um, post more consistently. So I did really, really good at this last year in the beginning of the year. I was like posting once a week. Um, and I kind of like trailed down, and now I post like 3 times, 2 or 3 times a month, which is still pretty good, but it's not consistent enough for me, and I really want to change that. So, I'm going to be trying to post every week, which is what I was doing. But I just have to figure out what to post because there's not really much going on in my life right now other than work and trying to job search and living here and my cats and my dating journey. But like, everybody these days just wants to go over like there nobody wants to go take on a date anymore. It's like, so whose crib are we like hanging out with? And like not even to like, get nasty, but like to get to know each other. Usually like we just go to each other's cribs. Like our generation just kind of like goes to a crib and like talks, then leaves. Like it's not like we don't really go for coffee anymore, so I don't know, it's weird. I'm like, yeah, I can't come to my crib because it's actually my parents for now. So that's awkward, but it is what it is. And then my third New Year's resolution is also a cornball thing, but I would like to make new friends. I do not have any friends in Lone Tree. I don't talk to anybody. I mean, I talk to two people from high school. One of them I do hang out with every now and then, and the other one I only see on like special occasions. My high school friend group was low key toxic. We were all theater kids, and at the end of senior year, like everything went south. And I just don't talk to anybody anymore, and it's probably for the better. I have moved and grown a lot from the person that I was in high school. So anybody who thinks they know me from high school, hi boo, no you do not. So sorry. If you would like to get to know me and who I am now, you can reach out. But if you genuinely think that you know who I am based off of high school, oh girl, you got another thing coming. Um, because Jesus, that Haley needed some severe help. But yeah, I do not have friends where I live right now. I have a lot of friends in Boulder. I have a lot of friends in Greeley. I have a friend that lives in Westminster. I have some friends in Aurora, but I do not have any friends here. So I am going to try and put myself out there and make friends. I'm friendly with the other people my age in the neighborhood, but they're just not really the type of people that I would probably hang out with. I mean, they're really cool people, but I just can't see myself like binge watching a show or like getting coffee with. So, um, yeah, there's that. So I don't know, maybe just like looking and seeing like what's in the area or like I don't know, guys. I'm like maybe I'll go to a tattoo shop and like make friends with my tattoo artist. Or is that me trying to make an excuse to like get a tattoo? You let me know. But yeah, I'm trying to make new friends in the area because your girl is lonely and doesn't want to drive 45 minutes to see her closest friends. Um, yeah, it's hard. It's hard living in this city. I just like, I was trying to explain this to my parents. It did not go well. Like, I feel like being back here is me regressing. I'm not trying to get emotional because I have henna on my face and I don't want it to leak everywhere. Is it gonna leak everywhere? um, I do not like the person that I was 3.5 years ago when I lived here. Um, and it wasn't even in this house, it was in a different house. And this city, um, there's a lot of people here that don't appreciate the kind of person that I am. Um, so when I'm back here in this city, I feel myself regressing physically, mentally, um, all the things. I feel like when I go out to the grocery store, I don't really see a lot of people like me here. There was one time where I was at the Costco here and I was walking past this woman and her kids, and I had like a wife beater on and like all my tattoos were showing, and she like pulled her kids like closer to me. And I was like, girl, I'm not gonna fucking hurt your kids, bro. Like the fact that that is what she was worried about. I was like, are we dead ass? Like, are we dead ass? So, yeah, but like when I go to, like Park Meadows is like the mall near me right now, and like how mean people are to like employees here. Like I worked that life, at Park Meadows. I worked at the Starbucks there for like probably close to a year, and then I moved locations, but like people in this area are mean. And like just like the dirty looks that I get from girls here, and uh the way that people ask me about like my tattoos, and they're trying to be nice, but like they're really just like, what the hell do you have on your body? The kind of like that. Um yeah, lots of things about the city that I don't particularly like. Like I've been around a bunch of college kids for the past 3.5 years, so um I've had a lot of things in common and it's easy to make friends. Um and I had my own place. Um I did not expect to cry tonight. Oh god. Um and here it's just kind of different. I don't have my bubble of people around me. I don't have like people that I can call to come over when I'm like having a panic attack, or um it's just not. Oh no! Did my henna get ruined? Sorry. Um I mean, obviously there's people that would drive here for me, which I'm so grateful for the people that are already in my life, but it just feels different. Um But I'm so grateful for my parents and the place that they've provided me. It's just gonna be something that I'm gonna have to get used to. And I'll just have to do that. Um, damn, I'm sorry. I did not expect to have tears tonight, but I want everybody to comment their New Year's resolution and subscribe because I've never asked you guys to, but it's the New Year, so that can be my Christmas present. Um, and if you are going out tonight, please be careful. Lots of people do not get a DD or an Uber and they just decide that they're the only people in the world. So be careful driving and be careful of, just people being stupid when they're drunk. And yes, I'll see you guys next year. You guys get the joke. Um, anyway, love and safety. Be a better person tomorrow, or be a better person next year. Um, yeah. Bye. Thank you for listening.